would be like a live boxing event. I'll be doing an Instagram story, innit? But
Yeah.
I would be going crazy places in the stadium and that. Like one time I hid in Tyson Fury's just like changing room. He just come out and I was just like, yo, bro, sorry man, this sounds mad, but I'm just here for BT. I pitched that show what I wore. Ended up getting commissioned. I flew to Spain. It was the first time I ever went to Spain, and I interviewed Gareth Bale for what I wore, and it was sick because like Gareth Bale was like the first superstar that we got of my generation or our generation. Pep Guardiola was big, so we waited for that Pep for coming for about an hour. So from the end of the hallway, yeah, I can see Pep coming down the stairs, coming towards us. You feel me? So I'm like, alright, here we go. We're ready to go, innit? All of a sudden now, the press officer, yeah, just starts running past him, like frantically. No Spanish shirts. No Spanish shirts. Pep comes in, Aggie.
Welcome to Ball Talk. In today's episode, I'm going to be joined by Andrew Mensah. Andrew is a stand-up comedian, as well as being a football presenter, and is a co-host on the Sky TV hit show Fantasy Football. Listen, Andrew, thank you for coming on. I appreciate the time.
It's been a long time coming, man. We've been trying to like get together for a while, so yeah, man. I'm happy to be here, bro.
Yeah, finally made it happen.
Yeah.
Even though a little budget set up, but no, it'll work. It'll work.
It works, man.
Bit of context on you. So you do a lot of things. You're a comedian.
Yeah, we're trying to be, bro.
Yeah, yeah, it's tough, mate. I can tell you. It sounds like a tough gig, and you do a lot of like media stuff in sports, football
Yeah.
specifically.
Exactly.
Yeah. So some of the I suppose brands, companies you've worked for, Sky Sports,
Yeah.
you've Arsenal's. Have you worked with Palace before?
I've worked like done a lot of things at Palace through TNT Premier League and stuff.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah.
So you
I've
worked
been
them
here
up,
quite a while. I've interviewed a few players.
have you? Yeah. What players you interviewed?
Obviously, Ev's my cousin.
Yeah.
I did when Patrick Vieira's here. I did like what I wore with him. It
Yeah.
was fun.
Nice.
Yeah. So just I've been here, and also it's like it's South innit, so it's local for me. So every time they ask me to do something Palace, I'm like, yeah,
Buzzing.
yeah. So trekking to
Save on the expenses, innit?
trekking to.
Yeah. So I suppose I just want to ask, how did you get into? I mean, what come first, really, the comedy or the sort of more media stuff with the
No, so
sport?
like I always wanted to be a comedian, like from when I was a kid. Um, but I didn't know how to get into it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was playing football loads and that. But then basically when I was 20, I joined BT Sport as an apprentice.
Okay.
So I was like logging. So like logging is like basically we'd watch. An example of logging is like you have to watch a game. Let's say you're watching Palace versus Arsenal. So I'd watch that game and then I have to identify all the key moments in that game. So let's say like go from Declan Rice or whatever, you like get all the time logs of when it happened.
Okay. Yeah.
And then basically, if someone wants to make an edit about whatever, like analysis and that, they can go in all the logs and they get all what they need. So they'll just type Neymar, and then all of his logs will come up, and then they can just make an edit from that. So you used to have to do that, and it wasn't just football; it's everything they show on BT.
Oh, okay. So it's not just sport either,
Rugby,
or is it just sport?
interviews,
Yeah. Wow.
stuff. Um,
Sounds quite like tedious.
long,
Yeah.
it was so long. It was like the most tedious thing, but like it was cool because it was like everyone that worked in the logging room, a lot of them were apprentices like me. So it's like young guys and all like had extra ambition.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
it was just like a fun time to work. Like the work wasn't fun, but like the guys who I was with was fun. Um,
So you're surrounded by like-minded people.
Basically,
It makes
yeah,
it
like
so much
everyone was
easier, doesn't
like,
it?
yeah, it was everyone was into football, everyone was into film, everyone was into like stuff like that. So I met a few people there. So that's when I was just like, yeah, I want to just start like flirt with the idea properly. I want to start doing comedy. Well, like wanted to write and stuff like that. Um, but then I moved from logging and I joined the digital team at BT, and basically, yeah, I do like Instagram stories and that. And basically, what I would do, yeah, I would take the piss in it. So I would like it would be like a live boxing event. I'll be doing an Instagram story in it, but
Yeah.
I would be going crazy places in the stadium and that. Like one time, I hid in Tyson Fury's just like changing room.
I bet you weren't happy
Yeah.
with that.
So he just come out and I was just like, yo, bro, sorry man, this sounds mad, but I'm just here for BT. Can I get something for the thing? And they were like some of them, they was just like because it was just so out audacious. They were just like, yeah, whatever. So I used to get
Fair play.
crazy, crazy acts. So my behind the scenes stories were nuts. People So the guys at BT, like, how are you doing that? How are you getting that?
You're walking a tightrope.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You're asking for something.
Yeah. So then I was doing that for a while, and then basically I pitched that show what I wore. And then I ended up getting commissioned, but then had just started stand up.
Okay.
And then the head of creative at BT was like a huge comedy fan. So because he loved comedy and he just like and he liked me, he was just like, oh, you should just present, man. And then I started like hosting like Instagram stories and stuff, and then I started presenting on that. So then it was like was because I had a show at BT. I looked way more legit than I was.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like in the comedy world, it helped. I was like, bro, I got my own show. Like, you got to book me, sort of thing.
You got to play that off,
Yeah,
didn't you?
yeah, yeah. So like, yeah, so that really helps me. So I wasn't like pressed for like trying to climb the comedy ladder. I just got like really just doing all the gigs, and I just got really, really good quickly instead of like trying to like pick and choose stuff. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Nice, mate. Nice. So let's stick with the football media side
Yeah,
for
yeah.
now. Do you have a favourite bit of, like you said, you just mentioned your show you had, but do you have a favourite bit of content that you've done? Or sta
Well, two things. One, the first time I interviewed Gareth Bale for what I wore. It was the first. It was a mad day. That week was mad. I
Yeah.
remember because it was the same. I'm not sure if you remember. It was like 2019, but it was the same week. PSG United kicked out PSG, and Rashford scored a penalty.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was behind the goal in it, and then
It's always in weird places. Yeah.
yeah, I was behind the goal. So then they celebrated with the away fans, and I was right there. Like I was in their faces, isn't it? So I just got this crazy clip that went viral. And then the next day I flew to Spain. It was the first time I ever went to Spain, and I interviewed Gareth Bale for what I wore. And it was sick because like Gareth Bale was like the first superstar that we got of my generation or our generation.
Yeah.
Everyone else was like like a legend. Like we had like Rio and players like Gary Lineker, etc.
Yeah.
But like Bale was like he was still at Real Madrid. He was so much a superstar. Do you know what I mean? It was just mad to so probably that one. And then one I interviewed Ebbs on the estate that we grew up on.
Okay.
Um when he had just joined, I think it was his first season at Palace. So we just had like a memory lane and just walked around all the places like we used to chill and play football and stuff. So that was like a bit of a surreal moment.
Proud moment, that, innit?
Yeah, it
Very
was
proud.
mad. It was weird because it's like we was just on like on. I remember like we was just like on the ends, and obviously like all of these media people, they're not from where we're from in it, so they were like, what you
Where
guys
have you
live?
taken us?
Yeah, you guys live here. I remember there was like like a junkie that would like just like that we know. We just know who this guy is.
Yeah.
He's just always around making noise. And I remember he come around the corner like screaming like he normally does, yeah. And we wasn't bothered because we see this every day for the last 15 years, and all the camera crew were freaking out. And we were just like, oh, that's just my man. This car, he's
It's
calm.
fine.
Yeah.
Harmless.
But yeah, that was a bit of a surreal moment. Yeah, so I'll probably say those two.
Nice. So yeah, so like you said, them two are the best. It's very similar. Funniest
Funniest time, what, doing an interview?
interview. Oh yeah, yeah, interview. We'll go with interview.
That's a good one, actually. Funniest one. That's a really good
That's a
one.
hard ask off the top of your head.
Funniest, no. Funniest. There's been a few funny moments. Um, I interviewed Erling Haaland when
Have you? Yeah.
when he
Wow.
was, but this was like during lockdown over Zoom, and we kind of went through his best goals and that. But obviously, it was around the time like he was doing like the one word answer stuff. So I was just basically taking a piss out of him, like, bro, like, yeah, you're giving me bare, you're giving me four words at least, you know what I mean? And we just had like a super laugh about it. And it was like super, super cool. But I just think because I came into the interview like, he's just gonna give one word
Yeah, yeah.
answers. And then he was super cool. I was like, bro, you're like, and I just started like taking a piss out of him. I was like, bro, like, you come across like you're some mean machine, but you're actually kind of cool.
Yeah. He plays on it, doesn't
Yeah,
he? Plays on that
he plays
character.
on it. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so that was pretty funny. Um, I interviewed Harry Kane, and he was kind of funny.
Really.
Yeah,
So he doesn't have that like
he wasn't dry.
reputation,
Like,
really.
yeah, yeah, he has a reputation that he's a bit dry and that, but like, he was actually like surprisingly funny.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, this guy's a cool guy, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. So probably those two. Yeah, yeah.
Nice. And the next one I was going to ask actually is, I mean, you've just listed off three big names, but the
Yeah.
biggest name you've interviewed, would it be one of them?
Probably, yeah, Bale or maybe Pep Guardiola was big.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
What was that for?
that was for what I was as well. That was a mad story as well. So like, I remember like I was feeling ill that day, innit? So was in this tight room, just tight media room at City, yeah. And so like we're ready to waiting for him to come. And obviously when you do these interviews with these players, you know you're waiting for a time,
Yeah.
innit? It's long. So we're waiting for like Pep for coming for about an hour. Um, and then like they got these like double doors at Palace, innit? Where like at cities
City,
where
yeah.
you can see down the hallway, but there's like doors separating each section, innit?
Got ya.
So from the end of the hallway, yeah, I can see Pep coming down the stairs, coming towards us. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, here we go. We're ready to go, innit? So he's walking like he's scratching his head and that. Then all of a sudden, the um the press officer, yeah, just starts running past him, like frantically running. But Pep's not running, but this guy is running, like runs past him, gets to me. You know when someone's running towards you, like you get kind of shook, like walk on,
What is going on? Yeah.
it's just like 28 days later, like what's happening? So then he comes, he's like, yo, like he goes, no Spanish shirts, no Spanish shirts, no, get rid of them,
What?
no Spanish shirts. I was like, what? So I just went in there, like, yeah, we got to get rid of the Spanish shirts, but apparently because like uh Pep is from Catalonia, and I think they were speaking out against the Spanish government, so he didn't want to talk about him playing for Spain.
That's, yeah,
Yeah, at
okay.
that time, innit? So then he comes in. So Pep comes in aggy because I think they had lost. They had lost the week before, and I think you might have been getting grilled in a press conference or whatever. So he comes in aggy, innit?
Last
He's
thing
like,
he wants to do in it,
yeah,
probably.
yeah, 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 yeah. So he comes in mad aggy. He's like, what's this? What's this? So like they're like explaining away to him, and I just said to him like, yo, bro, like.
How do I approach
Yeah, yeah. I was just like, yo, bro, like, man's not trying to
I don't like Spain either.
yeah, yeah. I don't like Spain either. I've never been. I'm not trying to like stitch you up. I just want to talk about football shirts, bro. Like this is gonna be calm.
Yeah,
And then like eventually like he it was mad cold, and eventually like he got into it, and then like there was a few shirts we didn't speak about. Then he went back to speak about them, and then afterwards he was just like, oh, sorry about that." He gave me a hug.
he thought he was going to get loaded
Yeah,
questions.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I was just like, bro, I just want to talk about this shirt, man. But yeah, that was like mad. But I thought like. Those managers are stressed, man. You can tell, like,
yeah. It's a full time
yeah, it's a
man. There's
full
no
time.
switch off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's good though. So who was that? Who was that through? Was that through your show?
So all of that was through like most of my interviews have been through BT
Yeah,
Sport or TNT now. But yeah, it was all like access that we had with those players, and it was like, yeah, we'll just do that shoot with them. So yeah,
nice. Um, I did want to ask this as well. So obviously you're a comedian. You
yeah,
get a lot of heckles. I'm imagining.
yeah, yeah.
Is there one that stands out in your mind?
One's heckle that stands. Okay, I remember. It wasn't really a heckle, but it was like a mad gig. So I was doing a gig at Top Secret Comedy Club. And so basically, Top Secret has two rooms in it. So when they book you,
Yeah.
you play both rooms.
Okay,
So
got
you
ya.
do downstairs first, and you do upstairs. Yeah. So I've come in, and already there's ag upstairs. These guys are arguing with the guys at reception in it. And basically, what's happened is that they've oversold the tickets. So there's a massive group who don't have seats. So they're fuming in it, and they basically got to the show late. But they're like, bro, you got to the show late. Like, what do you want us to do in it?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you're more than welcome to come in, but you have to stand. That's all. It's sold out. Like, we can't do anything. So I hear that commotion in it when I first walk in. So I go downstairs. I do my set downstairs. Fine, great. Go upstairs now, and there's a girl on before me. Yeah, so she's on before me. So she's on stage whilst I'm standing in the foyer, and it's like soundproof doors, so you can't really hear what's going on.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm just chatting in the foyer where it's to. So I asked the guy how long until she's finished. They're like 5 minutes. So I'm like, cool. Let me just pop in and see
What the
what is.
vibe?
Let me just pop in and see what it's
What are
saying.
you letting yourself in for? Yeah.
I've opened the door, yeah. Oh my god, that same group that were Aggie, they would fuck. They was talking and like shouting out at her. I'm like, this is long, innit? So security have gone, this is like it's enough in it. We have to kick these guys out because they've been disrupting the show. So then she goes off and she's like basically like, good luck to you. Like I'm glad I'm off now, so I can go home. So the MC goes on, and she's like trying to calm it down, and she's waiting for them to get to get removed, innit? But the thing is, like, they're not. There's loads of them, so they're like, no, we're not going. They're like, we're not going, innit?
And someone has to go up and
Yeah.
someone's got to perform.
Yeah. They're like, we're not going, innit? So basically, one of the security guards just grabs one of the guys. It's like, brother, you're getting out of it. Grabs him now, like drags him out, but then obviously the rest of them just pile on this security guy.
No way.
And then there's another guy in the audience who's helping the security guy. So they're coming towards me now. So I've just like opened the door and let them all out. Do you get me? I let them all out, and they're scrapping outside. So I'm just sitting by the door, and the one guy's like, yo, like, did you see one guy said to like some big guy? He's like, yo, did you see that guy who went outside? I was like, yeah, I think they're scrapping out there still. When I've said that, like 7 men just jumped up.
No way.
7 men, and all of them went outside and started helping the guy. But that guy, what I didn't know is that guy was a police officer. They were all police officers.
Oh,
Yeah.
no way.
So the guy that helped the security guard is a police officer. The guy that asked me who was outside was his colleague. They're all police officers, all on their Christmas
No
night
way.
out. So they've basically just like effed up those guys, innit? Yeah. So then now I've
Wow,
just
they
had
have
to
got
go.
the wrong
Yeah.
bunch.
So now I just had to go on stage, innit? Right after that,
Flustered.
so I just started talking to the feds. I was just like the whole time, like, what is this? And it just so ended up being so much fun. But like heckling is like in like England culture, heckling is much part of like the audience is much involved in the comedy. In America, it's a bit like if people heckle, they just kick them out straight away. They don't even like deal with it in a funny way.
Really, they just don't.
They
prefer
don't.
it not to be there.
Yeah, they prefer it at all. It's like they think they find it massively disrespectful. Whereas here, I think we have more of an understanding that it's like it's more of like, yeah, you can banter it out, and like you have the microphone, you have the power. Like they're gonna lose.
Yeah.
That's just a fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
And eventually they get kicked out, and it's just like more like drunk people just shouting stuff out. So it's just stuff like that, and then sometimes you're not in the mood. Like I did a gig yesterday. It was loads of like people talking and shouting out, and I
Can't be
wasn't.
arsed with it.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't be asked, and
Yeah.
sometimes you're just like, yo, like, be quiet. Like, I was saying a joke, and the woman was like, it was a bit edgy, and she was like, oh, so where's this going? And I said to her, well, you will know in 30 seconds. Shut up. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you're just a bit angry. Yeah, like issue. But then you just realize like she's just drunk. Like people shout out when they're drunk. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough, man. That's a funny story though.
Yeah, it was
That's mad.
That was a mad Christmas. If anyone that think about starting comedy, don't start it around Christmas time because people just go end of the year.
Yeah.
I'll start sniffing cocaine from 2 p.m. and it's wild from when you're on stage.
You're done.
Crazy. Yeah, it is.
You're
man.
done. Nah. Yeah. Okay. Well, listen. I want you to. We spoke about some of your biggest names and your favorite people you've interviewed. I want you to try and create a 5-a-side team.
What are the people I've interviewed?
From the people you worked with, yeah.
So good.
And you can chuck a manager in there, and I think I might know who.
Okay, Pep. Yeah. Pep is. Okay, Pep is in.
Yeah, cool.
We say no keeper.
No, you can have a keeper. It's up to you. 5-a-side, however you want to play. It's a team to play, though. It's a team to play. Yeah,
as in they're based on their playing ability. Yeah.
Yeah, but like if you have 5 strikers, then
it's long. Yeah. So I'm saying I'm going no keeper, bro. Super keeper. Cool. I'm going Rio Ferdinand at the back.
Solid.
That's solid, isn't it?
Perfect for a 5-a-side.
That's what I'm saying. Solid on the ball, defend well. Yeah. So then I'm going Gareth Bale in.
Decent.
I'm going Gareth Bale in. My manager's Pep, of course.
Yeah.
So Rio at the back.
Rio and Pep would work well as well.
Yeah, Rio at the back. My holding midfielder is Vieira.
Wow.
In his prime. That's crazy, bro.
This team.
That's crazy, bro. In his prime. Then I'm probably so then I'm going Bale. Then I'm gonna go Harry Kane up front.
Okay.
So how much have I got? 2 left?
Yeah. Here we go. We'll do it here.
Yeah, so okay, cool.
We'll do it here. Rio.
So yeah, Rio.
Vieira.
Then I've got Bale on the left.
Yeah.
Harry Kane up here.
So
then I'm going Ebbs. I'm going Ebbs here.
Okay, love it.
That's a crazy team,
that
bro.
Is decent.
Obviously, I have to put my family in, they're biased and this and that.
And he'd be a joke.
He's a baller, yeah. He's a crazy.
It's not
baller.
Like you're squeezing him in. He's in there. Yeah, no, that's decent.
I might go him, or if Ebbs is mucking around, I might swap him out and put Thiago Alcantara for five aside. That guy would be
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy would be crazy for
Now,
five
do
aside.
you reckon you can make that happen?
I
Come
don't
on,
think so,
Pep. You
bro.
remember that interview we done? Come on.
Yeah, come on, Pep, man. I need you. I need you for goals on a Tuesday night.
No, mate, that'd be a decent team. Is there any honourable mentions?
Oh, there's loads. Like,
Give me 2 subs.
to be fair though, I might have to take Ebbs out. And put Kevin De Bruyne in.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm putting Kevin De
It's
Bruyne
that
in.
level. Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne in, and then I'll put Ebbs on the bench, and then I'll probably go um Thiago on the bench as well.
Yes.
Actually, nah, I might go Gary Lineker on the bench. I need maybe extra goals somewhere. Do you know what I
Just
mean?
take Rio off. Get
Yeah, yeah,
Lineker on
yeah,
if you're
yeah,
struggling.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I mean, you ain't
yeah,
struggling in
yeah,
that
yeah,
team, though.
yeah, yeah.
That
So
team's
we're
not
gonna,
struggling.
yeah,
It's
for
just
sure.
okay. Nice. We'll move on. I want to start talking about. So obviously, you're a Palace fan.
Yeah, yeah,
Your cousin plays for Palace,
yeah.
Ebbs, and so I just want to all your thoughts this season on Palace. I know it's not been ideal for them.
I think we've been like plagued by injury, bro. If I'm being honest, like I feel this season I was mad excited because like obviously Zaha left, and I felt like he was so like for me Zaha's Palace's greatest ever player, like
I agree.
very clear, and he was so clearly the man. Last especially like the last 2 seasons, so clearly like
For years, man, for
yeah, yeah,
years.
yeah, and it's so clearly that everything went through him, and like because of that, I felt like the younger players, Ebbs, Elise, were not like kind of in his shadow sort of thing. But and then like towards the end of the season when Ebbs came back, was back in the team, and like the goals him and Elise did, like we did a piece for the Premier League, him and Elise, the combinations, how many goals they scored between like passing to each other and stuff like that. Um,
And what was up there?
yeah, they
Yeah,
were just like on fire, and he had double figure goals and that. So I was like super excited that them two both playing. Um,
they've just looked so good when they are like you said all
yeah,
fit. We have actually looked like really really good side.
that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
yeah, I just think we've been plagued by injury. Obviously, Elise has been out from the start of the season.
yeah.
Then Ebbs got injured as well, and then he came back maybe a bit too early or whatever. So I feel like we've been like plagued by that. So I don't feel like our form has kicked in because of the injuries, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I feel sorry for Roy because I feel like Roy's been getting a lot of stick in that, but like he kind of saved he kind of
he
saved
did
us
save him. Yeah,
last season, innit? So like
and regardless of what people say about the fixtures and whatnot, you can only play the fixtures you've got in front of you.
that's
So
what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. So you can only play the fixture, and you can only put out a team that's available.
yeah,
Do you know
of
what I
course,
mean? So I feel like, um, yeah, and I feel like people are disappointed this season because of the expectation that we had going into the season. I
because
feel
of
like
that little spell at the
yeah,
end.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I think that's like my qualms.
What do you reckon with the season result, like end of the season? Where do you reckon Palace will end up?
I think
Think we're safe of relegation?
yeah, we're definitely safe,
Yeah,
but it's not.
it's
It's
never
right
over.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like
it's. I just feel like them three at the bottom are two. Like the levels, I just can't see them
not
not
going
getting.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I know what you're saying, but it's like because even like some of those the bottom three, they've put up good performances. Like Burnley I know they lost to City in the first game, but they look decent. I thought, oh, they're going to be decent this season. Luton have put in some good
Luton
performances
have
as
done
well.
very well at home, and
Yeah,
they unlucky a few results
that's
against
what I'm
big
saying.
teams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, but I do feel like there is a golf in quality, but I do feel like we are safe. But I was honestly hoping that Palace would be like top 12
yeah,
this season, but it's just like I just think the injuries have got us, man.
probably be like a 13th, 14th
Yeah,
standard every
yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Innit?
exactly.
Would you Is there any if let's just say if Roy was to go at the end of the season,
Mm.
who would you want in?
I think the guy I'd probably want in is probably Steve Cooper,
Yeah,
just because I think he would give youth a chance and he'll play a good brand of football. Because I feel like his thing at Nottingham Forest was harsh. Them
was
that
wasn't
was
it?
sacking him. It was so harsh. So I think he'll come in and like let the players. Because the thing about Palace, we're such like a vibes team, if that makes sense. Like I feel like under Vieira we're a bit rigid in that.
Yeah,
Like we just don't play well if we're rigid. Whereas like if you give people freedom, like Ebbs, Elise, um, even like when Jordan Ayew's in the team and he's free to do his thing, like I think we're missing him. Like he's one of those players where like if you watch him week in week out, you might not rate him, but then when you
Not there, you notice it.
you notice the difference, yeah, because he works mad hard.
Does so much work defensively.
Yeah, he does so much work
Yeah.
defensively. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I think CP would be a good shout.
Yeah. I'd like Graham Potter.
Why? Yeah, people saying Graham as
I
well.
don't know. I just feel like he needs to. I feel like that he could really take control of that team. I don't know. I don't feel like he should go to one of these big, another top 6 club. I don't think he would get the
Right.
offer, but I just feel like Palace seems like the perfect fit for him now.
And they can like mold something there, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the young players we've got. I just feel like he'll fit him well.
Yeah, that's a good shot because what he did at Brighton, people feel like he's the model at Brighton. Basically created that.
Pretty much,
Yeah, with the young players as well. Yeah, that's a good shot actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the two. Either or. I'll be happy. I think Roy will probably go this season anyway.
Yeah, man.
He's just every time he's on the side, I'm like, bro, please don't drop, bro,
Yeah.
don't drop. Yeah. Do you know what I
He
mean?
deserves a rest.
Yeah, he deserves a
Deserves a
and he was out of
Legend,
retire.
legend.
He had retired.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get why people just giving him stick. Like he had retired and came back for us. So it's like, chill. Do you know what I mean?
Why do you support Palace? Is it just like where you live?
I think it's partly where I live. It's also partly because of Ebbs, if I'm being honest. Like I
Yeah.
was never really invested, which I don't really like. I love football. I love
Yeah.
watching it as a spectator, but I never really wanted to get too invested in the team because it was just like it's just people are stressed and that.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But then obviously when Ebbs started playing and that, you just naturally like just constantly watching the games, and I'm
Cool.
always here. And it's just like, bruv, like I'm generally upset when Palace lose because I know it's affecting him, sort of thing. So that's probably why. That's probably like he's probably like the main reason why. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you go and watch a lot?
Yeah, I go most if I'm not gigging like far or whatever, I go most home games, yeah. And if I go away games if I'm like gigging near a place, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. I wanted to see if we could create a Palace all-time 11.
All time.
Yeah. I mean, I've got mine down, but
Have you got yours?
I've got mine here, yeah. But we can do it together.
Okay, cool.
So if I goalkeeper, who are you thinking? Because to me, there's one.
Done.
Speroni.
What, so you don't think there's no challenger?
Nah, just for longevity of
Okay,
what
cool.
he's done at Palace. I
Cool,
just
we'll
feel
put
like
him in, we'll put him in.
Speroni in, yeah. Okay. Then what we got right back? We'll go 4-3-3.
4-3-3, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Pretty
so
standard,
right
yeah.
back in my era, I loved Wan-Bissaka, bro.
It's got to be Aaron.
Is he in?
Gotta be.
Yeah.
I think he's in, man.
Yeah, he's in, yeah.
Academy graduate, like
Yeah, okay, Wan-Bissaka's in.
2 centre halves now.
For me, the guy that's in is Anderson.
Really?
He's in, bro.
Okay.
I think he's one of the best centre backs in the league. He's so good.
Yeah, I know he is. He is so good, but he's not been at Palace too long.
So who are you two then?
No, to be fair, I had Mark Gay. But
Is it?
I'm
You
happy to
got
switch.
Gay
I'm
in?
happy to switch him for Anderson. And the other one I had is Paddy McCarthy, just because
Just saying, Palace legend.
legend, captain, yeah. Now managed like a coach.
No. But you put Gay over Anderson, yeah?
I'm happy to switch that. That was coin flip.
Okay, cool. One of them on the bench.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stick one on the bench.
Cool. So yeah, McCarthy and let's go Gay because like it's a different
Yeah.
styles. Yeah.
Okay. Left back. I'm gonna be a bit biased on this
Go on.
with my boy Tyreek Mitchell.
Really?
Yeah, man. I think I played with him throughout the academy, and I just think, yeah.
No, he's proper.
He's still not shown half of what he can do as well.
Really?
Yeah, like he's known as the like really good at defending, isn't he? Like that's sort of what he's known for. But like going through the academy, he's almost known as better at being good on the ball.
Was he sick on the ball? Yeah. Like,
Yeah, very like top on the ball. Yeah, techniques like flawless, unreal.
And did he always play left back?
Yeah.
And what age did you start playing with him?
16.
Is it?
Yeah, 16.
Okay, so you're putting him in, yeah?
Yeah, unless you can convince me, but
No.
I
I'm
just
not.
don't. Johnny
There's
Parr,
not
the
there's not a standout
Nah.
though. That's the thing.
only
Like,
one I remember is Johnny Parr. Or is
yeah,
it Johnny
yeah.
Parr?
But
Chris Parr?
there's not a standout. So let's go with him.
Okay. 3 centre mids.
So
Actually, what did I do? Actually, no, I've gone
You said
4-4-2 here.
You go okay. Give me your 4,
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna because there's a guy for me that has to be in.
yeah, okay. I've gone Zaha.
Yeah, on the left
Yeah, Ebbs, midfield.
already.
Yeah, man. 100%. 100%.
Nah,
He's
bro.
in, man. Centre mids, he's in.
And then who's the
I'm
other
happy.
one?
I had Jedinak.
Really? Because I would go Kabay.
Kabay.
I would go
I played him a
Kabay.
few. Like I was. That's when I was fit here. But yeah, but he was top. To be fair.
Yeah, no,
He
Kabay
was
was crazy, bro.
he was top. But it's just I'm trying to think like I
You're
don't
putting Ebbs
when.
over Kabay already.
Yeah, yeah. I am, man. I'm putting even. Yeah,
No, Kabay was serious, bro. Like he was a very, very serious footballer.
yeah. His technique was a joke. To be fair, it was so
And you
effortless.
played with him, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
What was he like?
Just exactly what you think he's like. Like it's effortless technique, close control's a joke, and he's just like a step ahead of you.
Yeah. Just can't get
Yeah.
near him.
But I still feel like his best days. He was at Newcastle, wasn't he?
Yeah. His best prem days
And
at
I think of
Newcastle.
Kabay, I think of Newcastle. So that's why. And Jedinak, I just feel like he captain him for in the champ, then in the prem, like.
Yeah, okay. Now I'll give you that.
And then
On
on
the
the
right, who you
right,
going with on the right?
I've gone Johnny Williams. But I was actually I was thinking Balassi, but
No, it got to be Balassi, bro.
you
Can't lie.
reckon?
If you
Yeah,
got Zaha on the left, you got to put
yeah.
Balassi on the right.
That duo was mad.
That was mad, bro. That was like FIFA Street on the flanks, bro. You got to put
They could go in
Balassi
the
in.
five aside.
Yeah, that's
They
what I'm
could go in
saying.
the
That's what I'm
five aside.
saying.
Okay.
I'm going Balassi on the right.
And
And
then
then up front, you go what? Yeah. Yeah, right up front.
it's got to be surely. Who else is
Do
there?
you think, yeah,
And that wasn't even my era. Era.
the only person I would say maybe Glenn Murray,
Yeah, I mean he's
but
probably the next. For me, he would be next.
he's the only striker that we've had proper since then, man.
Yeah, that stayed and done sort of cemented that position for a while.
Yeah. But you're going Righty and Brighty, yeah?
That's what I'd do. Yeah. Or would you take one of them out and put?
No, I just feel like
Bright might be here. He won't. Don't let him over here.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't want to piss him off still.
Yeah.
But Righty's definitely in.
Yeah.
I just think obviously for like a newer generation, Glenn Murray was just serious.
You know what? Let's put Murray in for switch it up.
Yeah, I think we've got to put Murray in, bro.
Yeah.
I think we've got to put Murray in. But that's a good team, though. So we're going.
So we got Sproni. Then we had Aaron Wan-Bissaka right back, Paddy McCarthy and Mark Gay centre halves, Tyreek Mitchell left back.
Yeah, that's good.
Then we've got 4-4-2. Yeah, so we've got two wingers of Zaha and Balassi. Scary. With who we got? Jedinak and Eze.
Well, Eze, I can't lie. I love that guy.
Man.
But
He's in. He's
in
in. I'm not
already.
letting you change him.
No,
He's in.
I'm not saying. I'm happy he's in. I'm happy he's in. All right,
he's
cool.
in.
And then Ryan and Murray up front.
Yeah.
Good team still.
Yeah, I like it.
Very good team.
Right, we'll leave Palace there. Yeah.
Cool.
But no, we'll leave Palace. We've had a lot of Palace chat. General Prem chat. Okay, so
Yeah.
general football chat. Straightforward question: who's winning the league?
I'm gonna say Liverpool.
Liverpool.
They just announced Pep's Klopp is leaving.
Yeah. Perfect.
They're
Goodbye.
gonna it's written. It kind of feels written. They will play like you know how Liverpool are an emotional team, innit? So they will play with their hearts for this guy, for their last ride. But that being said, the thing about City, they're scary, bro. Like Kevin De Bruyne against Newcastle that's actually a joke.
And the fact he was pretty much his first.
That's a
game
joke,
back.
bro.
Yeah.
He comes on, and that's without Haaland as well. They scored like 21 goals without Haaland. So if he gets back, when he's back in the team, and Kevin De Bruyne is back in the team,
Yeah.
and Rodgers back in the team, they will go 20 games unbeaten. So that means anyone competing with them can't lose. Do you know what I mean? That's what I don't like about the City thing, because it's like you can't actually lose a game if you're going against them, winning in full flight. Like they just can't. So.
And that's like demoralizing to know that as the other teams, like we can't even lose, man.
Yeah, even like it's just like like draws.
Yeah,
that's long, bro.
You got to score every game.
You got to score you got to win every game, and then when you play them to give yourself that's why I knew like the Arsenal thing last season. In order, obviously, it went down to like the games against City, and City smoked them. But the thing is, like, that was always going to happen because you have to win those other games.
Yeah.
Because playing against the big teams can go either way, innit? But if you're not winning those other games against like
the so-called
smaller teams, there's no way you're gonna beat them.
Yeah.
They're not gonna lose, and they're like cold-hearted with like
They're ruthless,
It
man.
is cold. Yeah, it's like there's sometimes where like Liverpool might beat a team 4-0, but
Yeah.
City will beat that same team 2-0. But the City performance was like it was more like heartbreaking because it's like they just sucked everything out of that
That's what they
team.
do. They just suck your like
Yeah,
energy.
they call you
It's mad.
2-0 and just keep the ball for the whole time. And you're just
Yeah.
like, this is long. Whereas like Liverpool kind of blow teams away. But I do think like if there is, I feel like Liverpool have like the mentality
I feel
over
like they've timed
Arsenal.
it well. This
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
announcement.
That's what I'm saying. And they've got the mentality over Arsenal where they feel like they can have a one like when Liverpool play Arsenal. So when Liverpool play City, I don't necessarily think City are going to win that game. I actually always back Liverpool because like, the way they play, I feel like Klopp has something over Pep
Yeah.
where he gets a bit rattled and stuff.
But they're so
So
ruthless against the other teams, isn't it? That's
yeah,
the
yeah,
thing.
that's the thing. They're just
Yeah.
ruthless. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna go Liverpool.
Yeah. And then what you're saying, City, top four, City.
So I'm gonna go Liverpool, City, Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm with you with all three. I'm gonna go Villa.
You're gonna go Villa
Yeah, man.
fourth. I'm gonna go Tottenham fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Where
Tottenham.
where are they sitting at the moment? Like fifth or sixth?
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
just think Villa might taper.
You reckon?
I don't reckon. Nah, I don't know. But like, yeah,
It's Villa in my head, but
yeah,
it's hard to put in the top
yeah,
four,
yeah.
isn't it?
But like, they've been playing sick, bro. So like, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. What about relegated? Have we? I mean, for me, it's the
yeah.
three
It's the
that are,
three at the bottom now.
yeah. So Sheffield United,
I thought
Burnley,
that
and
from the
Luton.
beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Still, I want Luton to stay up.
Yeah. I like Luton to stay up.
I would love Luton to stay up, man.
So who would you want to go down instead? Who you at in?
I don't
Everton?
know. Nah, I want Everton. Nah, Everton can't go to the Championship. They just when I think of Premier League, there's certain teams I just think of.
Yeah.
Everton's one of them
Everton's up
teams.
there, isn't it?
It's one of them teams. Maybe Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I like Bournemouth though. Those three are
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, cool.
Those three are fine. Yeah.
What do you reckon with the Champions League winner? For me, I think City, especially if Liverpool win the league, I think City will go on and win that.
No, I think Bayern Munich will win the
Yeah,
Champions League.
good shout, to be fair.
I think if Bayern Munich win, this is my shout.
I think
Yeah,
I know what you're going to say.
if Bayern Munich win the Champions League and win the league, and England go to the semi-finals of the Euros, Harry Kane will win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, he will. 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that Messi one's that like, I feel like they've sort of half not gifted him it because of the World Cup, but he's getting a lot of awards now where people are starting to question it.
Yeah, yeah. Messi's chapter of football is closed, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
he's done literally
he's the
everything.
best
Yeah.
ever. He's solidified it. He won the last Ballon d'Or, he won the World Cup, won the FIFA World Player, whatever. It's
Yeah.
done. So I think it's for the new guys. The only because I don't think Messi should have won the Ballon d'Or. I think they should have given it to Haaland, just based on how they've done Ballon d'Ors
Treble, yeah,
in previous times. Like he just objectively had the best year.
yeah,
And that's the thing about Haaland. Like he might not win the Ballon d'Or this season because, as we said, Harry Kane is in a run in. Obviously Mbappe will always be in a run in. Even in the Prem, if Liverpool win the Prem and go far in the Champions League, if Salah wins the AFCON, like he
yeah.
can be up there with that. Do you know what I mean?
So there's a lot more in the conversation now. I think
Yeah,
for
yeah.
this
It's like
next year.
maybe like three. There's maybe like 3 to 6 players.
Yeah,
Obviously Jude Bellingham is ripping it as well.
yeah.
So there's
Real
more
Madrid could
players.
be in with a shout of
That's what I'm
the
saying. Champions League as
yeah,
well, yeah. And he's been scoring so many goals. And if he does well for England in the Euros, then
yeah.
I think by the end of the Euros, we'll know who's got it.
Yeah, would know definitely,
Yeah.
100%. I think I would like to see Kane win it. To be fair, I would like to see him
Me
win
too. I think Kane is mad underrated as an all-time great
Yeah.
because he played for Tottenham and he didn't win much.
That's why he's left, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why he's left. But also the thing about Harry Kane, imagine if Bayern don't win anything this season, people are gonna say this guy's cursed.
Other than and if he won't get
Do you know what I mean?
he won't get nothing for winning the
Yeah, the
Bundesliga,
Bundesliga,
innit?
yeah.
So,
And I don't think they're top. I
are
think
they not?
Leverkusen are top.
No way.
It's like I think Alonso will manage Liverpool next.
Yeah, I think so. They probably already sorted it out, and
Yeah, yeah.
I think they knew since like November-ish. So
Yeah.
that's what
Oh,
they
is
said.
it? Yeah.
What do you reckon? So do you reckon with the Euros, you reckon England have got a good chance? Well, we have a good chance, but
Yeah,
what
but
do you reckon they
England
will?
England can win the Euros if we play like we can win.
Yeah,
For every time I've watched England from the moment we were born, they've always been a pragmatic team.
you should play with that arrogance
got
that
a-
like we've
see,
had sometimes.
I would never forgive the final or the Euros. Never. Like, I would never forgive that, bro. It's like, you go 1-0 up here. I'm generally thinking we are going to batter these
Yeah,
guys.
that's what I thought.
We're gonna batter them. They can't live with the pace. And then after the first goal, we just sat deep and like tried to protect a 1-0 lead for 80 minutes. And then before you know it, these guys just gonna start playing. They're gonna get a chance.
Yeah, because they're winners, man.
Yeah.
They're winners.
And they're gonna start playing the ball around Jorginho in the middle of the park, looking like he was Perlo, bro. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, why we could have blitzed them. I generally thought like if we just carried on with that pace and intensity, we would have blitzed them. But it's like we play like a pragmatic team.
That was frustrating, man.
It was so
Even
frustrating.
thinking back to it, it's just getting like
Yeah, it was
wound
mad.
up.
Yeah, it's mad. So it's like, yeah, I generally feel like if we play with like a vim and play out like our attacking players
Yeah,
and like play players like that are going to create chances, play Madison, play Foden, play those players, I think we can actually win the Euros.
yeah,
I think the only team player for player that matches us is France.
yeah. I think we should play our most attacking team.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
genuinely think that, and then we can always shut up shop if we need to, or if we're
Yeah,
struggling,
like
bring on the.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. That's what I always thought because like I just feel like we're just safe. We're always like safe and like
Yeah,
but
but
we've got so many world class players. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I can see Phillips starting though as well. Like now he's gone to West Ham, he'll get some minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. Stuff like that. Like we just got to cut.
Not that he's done amazing for England,
Yeah,
but I feel like it'd be better to bring off bench if we need to, if it's that type of game.
and you need to like secure it, sort of
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah. Um, touching it a bit there, but the AFCON is going on now. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Who I want you to give your best Premier League African player of all time.
Yeah, Torre, bro.
Really?
It's not even close.
So no Salah, Drogba. They're the two. So Drogba, Salah, and Yaya. That's my three. Yeah. And then it's what you base it off, really.
Do you know what?
If you base it off longevity, you could probably go Salah.
You know what? It might be Salah still.
Yeah. Peak though, I'd take Yaya.
Those 3 seasons, Yaya at his pomp at City was ridiculous, bro.
Probably the best I've ever seen.
It's like
Yeah.
people are not deep in how good that guy was.
Yeah.
Like technically and physically, he scored 20 goals. Do you know what I mean? He scored 20
And
goals.
the goals he scored are
were
like
ridiculous, worldies.
Like no credit away from Lampard, but like his goals, obviously he scored loads of worldies, but a lot of them he scored in the box as
In
well.
the box, yeah.
Whereas Yaya's just like
Belters.
they're goals that other people cannot actually score.
Yeah, can't physically
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Like, you know, once a ball coming, he whipped one like from 20, 30 yards to whip in the top corner. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like, so Yaya's people, as you said, longevity. I love Mo Salah, you know, like he's
Yeah.
one of my favorite players. Like just like, and his record against the big six is crazy. Like he scores in big games, like.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, you know what? I'll revise my. I'll give it to Salah. So
Yeah, I think I'd have to give it to Salah. As much as I just think
Salah
like,
can
watching him, I think like, how are you that good? Because
arguably, Salah could argue. I think Salah is in the conversation for the best ever Prem player.
Yeah, well, he has to be.
Yeah,
And
if you had to give a 5 in my players that I've seen, who we're thinking Ronaldo, Thierry.
Thierry's up there.
Yeah,
Ronaldo.
you have to say Salah's right up there.
Salah.
Kevin De Bruyne, like they're right.
As soon as Salah, especially once he leaves the Prem or retires, whatever, then people will start everyone
talking,
will put him in.
Yeah,
100%. Okay, so we go Salah for the best.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Who's your favourite player at the moment, like in world football?
Well, right now,
Yeah, playing now.
the guy who I really like is Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro. I like his attitude.
He's your favourite in the world right now, yeah?
Just the way he's playing right now. I just like the confidence and the arrogance and like he's young. Do you get it? He's young and like he's just he just feels like he's arrived. So I like.
I feel like Man City made a mistake letting him go.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, even when I thought it was perfect. I thought that's the reason they sold Mahrez, because they knew they had someone coming in. Like he'd come in and play on that right side for him. Even last year, I think might have even got a couple the year before that appearances, and he looked like pretty much like a spitting version of Mahrez.
Yeah,
I just thought like he's perfect for him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's definitely up there with me. Another guy I love is Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, wow,
ridiculous footballer.
He could play anywhere other than centre half.
He arguably might be like City's most important player, like in terms of like to keeping it ticking and stuff like that. He's like ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember one game they put him left back against Arsenal, and he just like stopped. I think he just stopped Saka the whole
Yeah,
game.
yeah, the whole game.
And then the next game he's playing like right wing and just pulling
Yeah, he's
strings.
just like yeah. He's just like a footballer.
And he's
Do you
like
know?
4 foot tall.
Yeah. He's just literally a
Yeah.
footballer. Like he can do it all. So I'll probably say those two probably my favorite footballers right now.
Yeah, nice, mate, nice. I just wanted to we'll go off football now, okay?
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk about your stand-up kickabout.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So talk to me. What exactly? I see you went to some place up in Scotland,
Bro,
the
that
first
place.
one. So just talk to me. What exactly is the show
So
about?
the premise of the show is like basically, um, I go on this like tour and go to these like crazy rural places that
Yeah.
have some sort of unique football team.
Okay.
Um, so I just meet the football team, meet the locals, do what the locals do for a couple of days,
Yeah.
and then I have to do a stand-up gig
All
at
right.
the place for the locals, and basically I just talk about all the shit I've been doing.
Yeah.
So basically, that's like the concept of the show, and it like cuts between my stand-up and like
So you have a kickabout and stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah. So like I'm with the teams and like I'm one of the things I was like farming and stuff like that. So and then I'm talking to the guy like he's at the gig as well. So like I'm talking to him about it. So it's like it's super fun. It was mad. Like
Yeah. It looks good, man.
yeah,
It looks good.
it was super fun. It was like crazy experience. Like some of the things that these people do, like live their life. It's like what?
Mad.
It was crazy. Like we went to that place in Scotland, Eriskay. It's like they got like one. It's an island of like 150 people. They've got like one corner shop,
No way.
one post office, like no signal,
No signal.
no signal. I couldn't get no signal. I
Really?
had only like when I went to the hotel, I had Wi-Fi, and like they've got one pub, and they don't have like rows. You know, like where you live, there'll be like rows of houses or
Yeah.
flats or whatever. Nah, it's like someone's house is there, then the next house is over there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's it.
yeah. It's animals like all over. It was mad.
Nice.
It was like a mad place, but they have a team, and the team is on this like little mountain, like where the
Yeah, I
home
see
team
that.
is. Yeah, so you have to go up this like hill, and like you can just see the whole island from the pitch. And I think FIFA rated it like top. It's like one of the top 10 most unique football pitches
Wow.
on earth. Yeah, FIFA did a list, and it was on there.
No way.
So yeah, so we went there. It was super cool though. They couldn't believe they had never had live stand up or live comedy on ever.
So they
Like,
were it's
yeah,
completely new to them, yeah.
they couldn't believe it. They couldn't believe I was like I'm a legend in Airscape just for that one, just for that one thing. Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, nice. So have you finished that now?
Yes, we finished season 1. Yeah, so
3 eps, was it 3 or 4?
4. Yeah,
4.
so we went to Eriskay, went to somewhere in Cornwall, went somewhere in Wales, and then we went to Sheffield FC, who are like the first football club.
First ever, yeah.
Yeah,
Lovely. And is there plans for season 2?
yeah, and hopefully they want to go like just a bit further out, like places in Europe and stuff like that. So it
Nice.
should be fun.
Okay, nice. Very nice, mate. Well, stay tuned for that.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah. We'll talk about the future actually. So what do you have any plans for the future in terms of your like presenting and content and on obviously your comedy?
Yeah, for sure, man. It's just like
Oh, what's your
kind of
yeah.
kind of just like doing what I'm doing now, bro. I can't honestly, bro. If I'm being real, I can't believe I do this for a living. Like,
Yeah.
it's actually mad. Like, obviously, come from like Southeast London, come from like a hard life. So the fact that I get to tell jokes for a living is just a joke to me. Like, I'm so like happy. You know what I mean? Like, it's an absolute joy. So like, just carry on doing what I'm doing, um, and just kind of like going on tour next year and stuff like that. Just
Just
like,
keep building it
yeah,
up.
basically, yeah, man.
Yeah, mate. Well,
Yeah.
it shows you're funny.
Yeah, trying, bro. I'm trying, bro. Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of just carry on doing what I'm doing and just gradually get bigger, man.
Yeah, and then you've got obviously someone else in the family who's doing really well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
bet everyone's proud.
Everyone's proud, bro. Everyone's just like doing their thing, man. And it's just like a lot of people from where I grew up are like doing their thing. Do you know what I mean? Like obviously, Eb's like there's Mark Boller who lived above me. He's like best friends with Ebs. He plays in Turkey now. Played for Arsenal. Played for Middlesbrough. So like my his older brother Boller. He's just doing his thing. Like everyone's just like
It's not just you.
making it
Yeah,
happen. So it's just good to be around people like that
100%.
who are just like just going after their thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, mate. Buzzing for that, to be fair. Sounds
Appreciate
good.
it. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man.
Listen, Andrew, I think we leave it there, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Thank
been
you,
a
man.
pleasure.
Thanks for having me, bro. It's been so much fun, bro.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
Yeah.
you coming. It's been good.
Nah, hopefully I'll see you back playing as well, bro.
I hope so, man. Hope so.
Yeah, for sure.
All right,
Appreciate
go
it.
on. I'll speak to you soon then, yeah?
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Nice one. Yes, guys, thanks for watching this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, could you please follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube channel? It massively helps us out.